Alright, what is up, guys? We're back. It is a pretty decent afternoon, I'd have to say. Made a trip out here today. We actually got all the parts we needed to fix that door panel. After about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, the parts finally got shipped and delivered to my apartment. I even had to sign for it from the Japan Post, so that was cool. Over the week, I was able to do the oil pan on here again, assuming that's what the problem was. I went through it myself and did it. And hopefully that fixes that oil leak. I'm not really hopeful on that one, but we do have a power steering leak as well. I'm assuming it's these hoses here because it's pretty gummed up in there, and obviously the level on that's definitely shrinking. So other than that, I got my jumper cables, we have that, so we're going to try and get this car started today, and we're going to try and bleed that coolant system. I also have that detent spring out, so I'm not sure if that's going to cause us any issues with transmission leaking or anything like that. So. Alright, so now we got our jumper cables kind of set up here, but we got this clip. This is the part number for that door. I don't know if they make these anymore, but it took a while to get this. So we're going to go put this on the door panel now. And that clip sneaks in right here. So it's supposed to hold in all the, oh no, right here. This is where it sneaks in, and this just comes up here. So this will go in here and we'll be done with that. Alright, so the clip is in. You can see it's very fresh, very brand new. As a reminder, I didn't know that this was the case because on the, I feel like the 96 through 98s, they have a different locking mechanism, but they changed it. The door can't actually lock while it's open like this. It needs to be closed on either side. So either you're on the inside of the car or not. It has to be closed in order for this lock to lock, and I always thought that there was something wrong with that, but that is not the case. The rod is staying in where it's supposed to while I move it, and the locking mechanism should work as it should. So now we just need to install the door panel, put the switch on, and then hopefully everything kind of lines up here. I don't know. I'm hoping that I didn't lose stuff, but it's possible that stuff got misplaced here. But this is the panel for the driver or the passenger side. It didn't get installed because it's not lining up, but hopefully this one does, and then we can find this latch because or no, that latch is right there, so we're good. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully everything just kind of goes into place here. So give it a shot. All right. So official update, the door panel is on, and we have the clip on, so I mean everything seems to be lining up. It was a little tough to get this plastic clip, and you can see, not everything here is lining up, and this door panel loves to show fingerprints and dirt, so that's super annoying. Other than that, that's just because of the paint. It's just straight up the paint job that was done on this, and it's still super tacky, so I don't know what kind of paint was used, and I honestly thought about just painting it a generic gray, but alright. I don't remember what I updated everyone. I just went for a drive in Ty's Civic. Obviously now this project's pretty much getting wrapped up here, and I'm still sitting here trying to put the interior together. Don't put that on now.
It don't matter.
Oh, really?
It's not that hot.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, door panel is on as well as it's gonna get, and we got battery charge here, and we got everything kind of working as it should, but I'm gonna get this thing running and idling. Ty, do you have that extra coolant reservoir? I'm gonna try and bleed. Is that Ronnie's? Of course it is. Right now? You gotta grab clips? Alright, let's go to Ronnie's. Alright, so right now we got the car started right up after the bleeding out right now. There's still quite a bit of bubbles in the system, so kinda doing that. I gotta try and figure out this oil level in here. I'm having weird readings right now, but Ty is going in and tweaking some of my settings here. He's taking a look at that wideband and gonna turn on my fan because I'm having fan issues right now. But that was the issue last time. The cooler was getting too hot, bubbling out, it was causing issues, and I wasn't able to actually properly bleed the car because the fan wasn't turning on. So, but yeah, there's still quite a bit of bubbles in there. The big thing here is we're just trying to push all that out, get this car pretty much ready to go idle-wise, that way we don't have any issues later. And yeah, still quite a bit of bubbles coming out.
fine. I might take the battery home, and that way we don't have any charge problems. But I have jumper cables now, so if that is an issue later, we can always talk about that. Going, and he's obviously going in and making things run smoother and take a look at settings and stuff. But yeah, that was the big one.
Not seeing any coolant leaks. Definitely oil from the distributor cap right there. It's definitely oil along there, so that's not a good sign. Yeah, we got fresh oil coming right out from the distributor right there. So interesting to see that. So that is annoying as fuck, but we'll take a look at it and see if we can figure it out. Alright, so right now, like I said, we made that discovery for the distributor leak. We also think that the thermostat's not opening up, it's just stuck closed, which is explaining why some of these hoses are more cooler than, I mean, obviously this top one's pretty hot here, but this one is very cool. This one's very cool, and it explains why we're not getting any heat in the cabin as well. So probably just get a new stand thermostat or whatever they have out there, maybe a Gates, and kind of just play around with that, because yeah, it's explaining why we're not getting that. Maybe that's probably also why the fan's not turning on too, because it's not even getting to those temperatures. So just all the heat's getting stuck in one area, and it's causing that radiator to just kind of build up. So we're gonna get a new thermostat for this, but as far as this distributor goes, it seems to be leaking right where these wires are coming out, right underneath here. So I don't know exactly what area, if that's part of the distributor or the whole distributor is just faulty, and we'll have to just replace that. But that is not a cheap replacement, so I'm gonna have to get creative with that, or maybe find some GSR OEM one to throw in there and just replace whatever I can on it. But yeah, just kind of weird issues just kind of showing up here, and kind of glad we made the discovery. But I'm gonna take this off. We're not gonna need this no more. We don't need that no more.
Yeah, I'll just cut it down.
Yeah, you can get the ball out.
Alright, so I'm gonna update you guys. So we ended up having to redo the door panels on the car. They weren't actually on, but now they both are on, and everything lines up like it's supposed to, and the car actually has, it's almost semi-complete interior, and we're making progress, a significant progress on that. The last part we were able to do today, I mean, we're doing the detent spring ball repair right now. I'm having an issues with that, but this door is locked. So let's unlock the car. I gotta get an extra key for this thing too. And this passenger side is also on, and there's no massive gap here anymore. All the clips are in, everything is doing what it's supposed to do, so it just wasn't getting over that lip, and we were having a hard time with that. But everything is on like it's supposed to, and you know, we're getting quite a few steps closer. Unfortunately today we discovered a distributor problem, and then of course my thermostat not opening, so it explains, like I said, why the heat wasn't coming on in here and we weren't getting any heat, and all the other issues with the coolant lines and stuff like that. But as you guys can see, the half black, half gray interior, kind of a decent offset. That's not too bad, I don't mind it. But yeah, it's we're getting there. We're putting away the effort here. I just got to get this detent spring figured out, and then, you know, the electronic wiring and stuff like that, and then we'll be good. So that should be the rest of it for this build. I'm going to try and get this detent spring out as best as we can here, and I don't want to replace that because it's going to be at least $60–70 fixed. Why do we have... See, the light is on in here for some reason. I bet you this is why the battery was fried, is because I left that light on. That makes so much sense. That's why that battery went bad, is because of that. You got it?
Okay, I think cut it.
Nice. Thank you.
Here. It's reusable.
Sweet. So then, where's that ball? Where'd you yoink that? Just there? In the vicinity?
Through me.
Okay. So yeah, detent spring is out. Sometimes you gotta cut that shit out. The spring, big money. Big money. But as long as we can salvage that, we'll be good, so. Sorry guys, that'll be the update. We still got lots of work to do yet, and like I said, we'll kind of make
more progress as much as we can by the rest of this year, and we'll see what we're able to accumulate and get done. So I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.